Hello everybody, John Coffee here. It's been a little while since, well, it's been a long time since I've done a DVD update. And I got a bunch of new DVDs. And I'm going to go through them, talk about them a little bit, see what we got, see what y'all think. Alright, the first one's probably a movie I should have owned a long time ago, but I don't buy a lot of the classics just because there's so many other like rare and obscure movies I want to see, so I don't really buy a whole lot of them. But this one is Nightmare on Elm Street, and I got it for like $3 at Big Lots. Couldn't pass it up. I think there's a new independent film version of it, and this is the original bare bones edition, but it's all good. It's a good movie. It's a good one. Robert Englund, of course. Everybody knows it. No point talking about it. And this one is an odd but great movie that I just recently watched for the first time. Got this back in the deep discount 25% off sale. Shows you how long since I've done this. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Great movie. It's one of those rare ones that it's a fun movie, but it's also like super sleazy and just mean-spirited. The whole opening death scene is just absolutely brutal. It's odd. It's got Linnea Quigley in it. I love her. Oh, this one right here. I heard so many people talk about this movie, and I always wanted to see it, but never really had the money, never really had the way. I finally picked it up. Got it for like $10, and it's Fight for Your Life by Blue Underground. This movie is amazing. It's really hard to go into the plot because it's basically about a racist who goes into a black family's home, just tortures them and just, you know, belligerent, just like every racial slur in the book he uses on his family, and you really feel bad for the family. And then when they finally attack back, is just, you just find yourself just cheering so hard for that family. It's like, yes, kill that scumbag. And I just love this movie. It's so good. Highly recommend that one. Here's one I tried to watch once, and I fell asleep on it, but I had like $4 or $5 left out of my Christmas money, so why not buy something? And I picked up Slime City by Shockorama. I really like this movie, actually, second time around, and the green case is so cool. It's got really good cheesy 80s synth music, and the plot, no point going into the plot, it's just super silly, but it's fun. I got it for like $3, brand new, used actually. It was in the used section, but it was brand new. So you probably get it cheap like that. I recommend that one. One everyone always talks about. It was even on the 100 Scariest Horror Movie Moments. So I picked it up, and it's Lombardo Bava's Demons. Watched it. I didn't hate it. I actually liked it, but I was really let down. I thought it'd be better than this, but I think I had too high expectations because it was on that list. So maybe if I watch it again, I'll probably love it. So check that one out. Oh, classic one right here. Bob Clark's Death Dream. Guy comes home from Vietnam. A little bit unusual. So they told his family he was dead. Great movie. Bob Clark's best in my opinion. Check it out. If you've never seen it, I can't talk about it too much because I don't want to give anything away. But the guy that plays Andy, can't remember his name. See if I can find it here real quick. Crap. Oh God. Richard Backus. Richard Backus plays Andy, the guy. Amazing performance. Check that out. Bob Clark's amazing. God rest him. Rest in peace, Mr. Clark. And this was one of the newer DVDs I bought, and I wanted to show for the longest time, but it was the only one I bought that was new. I didn't feel like doing a DVD update with one DVD, so I'll show it now. It's from Grindhouse Releasing. It's Pieces. Now, there's no point even trying to think of a plot for this movie because it don't have one, basically. Just people getting chainsawed up on a campus. So good. So much cheese, so much sleaze. Great movie. And one thing I love about Grindhouse, you always get a poster with every DVD. I'll buy anything that company releases, and Pieces is a high recommendation. You'll never have more fun watching a movie than watching Pieces. Oh, here's one. I've always been a huge fan. I think I said once it was my favorite slasher film, and after getting the special edition, I know for a fact this is my favorite slasher film ever. It's My Bloody Valentine. I have an obsession with these slipcases, so I bought this. I've spent way too much money on this. I spent like $16 at FYE, but I wanted this edition, and it's a brutal slasher film once you see all the gore. Recommend this one with wholeheartedly. Buy this. It's so good. Lucio Fulci's, I think Mr. Parka said it was Fulci's most brutal movie, in his opinion. Well, Mr. Parka's awesome. Check his videos out. I picked it up basically because I heard him say that. It's a New York Ripper, and I definitely agree. This movie is, oh my god, it's disty. It's so much fun. Watch that one too. I'm sorry to speed this up a little bit, but I've got to get going. So I'm going to try to speed this up. One that everyone always talked about, I really wanted to see, and finally got it. Love Object. If you ever thought having a real doll would be cool, no, it's spooky and scary. Don't do it. Check that out. Great one. Another one I bought just because of Mr. Parka, and I like the Men Behind the Sun series. Black Sun, the Nanking Massacre. I'm going to do a review of this probably on my page. This case is super awesome. Unearthed released it. I've never been so depressed watching a movie in my life. So check that one out. I think I cried at the end of it. Like a little baby. But you'll see if you watch it. And finally, the DVD I was not the most excited about getting. But now it will probably end up being my rarest DVD unless someone picks it up. Because unfortunately the company that released it went out of business. It's the 2 discs of Savage Streets. BCI Eclipse folded. Unfortunately, they were a great company. And so I picked this one up before it went out, thankfully. And it's a fun movie. The funnest exploitation film you'll ever have. You don't get too many fun exploitation films. Linda Blair's great in it. There's tons of nudity, tons of fun stuff, tons of sleaze, tons of cheese. Great. Soundtrack's awesome. I just love this movie. Highly recommend Savage Streets. I'm going to do reviews for some of these, so I'm sorry I went through the last bunch a couple really fast, but I'm trying to get this video done. And thanks for watching, and keep checking them out, and check out everyone else that does these things, because they're awesome. And thank you, and see you later.